Alright, what's going on, everybody? It's TUESDAYYY Media coming at you with another video. Today we're going to be talking about Shakur Stevenson. He had a lot to say about the Errol Spence and Terence Crawford fight when he was asked specifically about it. But, he talked about, the clash of styles, how he has a relationship with both Terence Crawford and Errol Spence, and it's a fight that he definitely can't wait to see happen. It was interesting because he was asked specifically, who are you taking in this fight? And he, like I said before, he talked about his bond with Errol Spence and how he's kind of been like he's also been a big brother, but Terence Crawford is kind of the guy that he's kind of had that relationship with for a longer time, and they spend a lot of time together. He really is like that big brother to Shakur. So Shakur's taking Terence Crawford and backing him in that fight. Could be because they help each other in sparring. Shakur talked about a previous kind of sparring session where Terence Crawford kind of beat him up and kind of gave him a whooping the worst one that he's ever had, which is it was very cool for Shakur Stevenson to kind of admit that, because a lot of boxers nowadays, they have that sense of pride. They're not going to talk about that stuff, even if it does happen and it's the truth. They're not willing to admit it. So for Shakur to even say that kind of just shows that he really gained something from that sparring session with Bud that very first time that he called him out. And then I think they were in Colorado. He got put on a FaceTime call with him or something, and then Shakur was talking his talk, and then all of a sudden he went to the gym where Bud was training at, and then they had a sparring session and like a 4-minute rounds, and there were 3 of the rounds, and according to Shakur, Terence Crawford beat him up. So you got to respect Shakur, because not a lot of fighters, like I said, are even going to mention something like that. They're going to act like it never happened. They're going to say, no, that's cap. But Shakur said it came from his own mouth. But it said it made him a better fighter, and as he had more sparring sessions with Terence Crawford, then he found that he was able to build that mindset to where when he came into the next sparring sessions, he was saying, no, things are going to be different this time. It's not going to be the same. So he definitely got better and improved, so respect to Shakur, because he obviously took an experience that was negative and turned it into something positive, and turned it into kind of like a fire and motivation, which is, very respectable. And that's probably why Shakur is one of the greatest, not only the greatest fighter in his division and in his weight class, but has the potential to go all the way from 130 to 140 without getting beaten, in my opinion. He's just that guy, and he's focused on the task at hand. He never overlooks anybody. He's very calculated. He's great with distance. I always say he's like fighting with him is like a dance. You take a step forward, he's going to take a step back. You take a step to the side, he'll take that step too. And he adjusts, and he keeps his jab pumping out there. And I just think he's one of the most talented fighters that we have in the sport of boxing today. And we got to cherish these kinds of fighters, because they're fun to watch. People call them boring. They say they're runners. But to watch Shakur Stevenson box is like truly a beautiful thing. He's a beast, and he's one of my favorite fighters to watch personally. He's the future of boxing. He already is the big face of boxing, but I think, in years to come, he's going to be that guy. He's going to be that guy that people tune in to watch boxing for. He's getting there already. It's only going to go up from here, but this is just a little video about Shakur, and kind of why he's great, taking into account these experiences with Bud Crawford, and how he used these experiences to only get better. So that's basically going to wrap it up for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Click the like button, comment, and subscribe. Thank you guys for the constant support. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.